this is for anyone in sales. The biggest thing to remember when you get into sales, when you're selling products, whether it be a car, a house, a shirt, shopping trip, products online, affiliate marketing, whatever have you be, this is the biggest thing to help you be successful. You have to remember that your budget is not the consumer's budget. Whoever is buying from you has a different budget than you do. What you might think is too expensive of a monthly plan is not too expensive to the other person, or whatever you think is too cheap of a vehicle is actually someone else's upgrade. Let's say you're a car sales professional. You need to remember someone else paying $600 or $700 a month for their vehicle might seem like, wow, that's way too much, because your budget does not have the room and allowance for that kind of means of a payment. Your mind says that's way too high of a payment. But in the other person's circumstances, their financials might be completely different, or this might be the payment they need to make because they need to get out of another situation and into something safer. Or you could get into a vehicle that doesn't even have heated seats, it's cloth, it's not a vehicle you would drive yourself, but they are really happy with the vehicle and what it looks like. They have this vehicle as an upgrade from their current situation. This vehicle, as a salesperson, this vehicle is perfect for you. You love it, I love it, we all love it. Now, that doesn't mean you're lying about the product that you're selling, and it doesn't mean that you are trying to get people in a bad financial situation whatsoever. What this means is you're realizing that you're not selling for yourself. You're selling for someone else. You're showcasing for someone else. Someone else might be absolutely in love with cloth seats. Just because you don't love cloth seats in your own personal car doesn't mean that you are lying to them when you say this car is absolutely phenomenal. It fits your budget. This car has everything that you wanted. Leather seats aren't a priority for you, and so why would you pay that extra price if it's not a priority for you? You have to learn that you're not selling to yourself. If you were trying to sell to yourself, you would miss a lot of sales, and you hold yourself back like with your own blocks in your own life, instead of allowing the people that you're guiding to help them find the right product be the ones who are into like the decision makers of their own budget. You're the one who's stopping that by either starting to think it's not, this isn't worth it. You know what I mean? This was the biggest thing I had to learn when I was selling cars. I'm not at all lying about how this car is amazing for you. It might not be my car. It might not be my budget. It might not be my style. It's not for me. It's for the person who came to me to find the right product. This goes for the affiliate videos you make. You might have an amazing product. You showcase it. It's great. Yeah, sure, there might be another product somewhere on the internet that's cheaper, but you're showcasing the product that you got from this specific place. And if people choose to buy from you, it's because they're not people that who comment, oh, you can go and buy it here for cheaper. You can buy it here for cheaper, who aren't even like affiliated with you. They just don't want you to make money off of something that costs $6 when they found it for $2 on another website. And so they comment and they try to comment and get people not to buy from you. That's because they have a budget of $2. Other people have a budget for convenience. Other people have the budget for $6 or $7 for the same product. They don't mind paying the overprice that you're going to have to pay at any general store anyway, because they don't want to worry about having to A, wait the length of time that it takes to get products on the wholesale sites, B, do the research to try to find them on the wholesale sites. Sometimes it's worth it to have convenience for the right people with the right budget. Like, I'm selling to anyone who has the means to purchase from me. That's not at all a problem for me. And the reason people that don't know you will comment on a viral video of a product that's selling really well, you should be able to buy this on another website for cheaper. You could get this for this much. Like they'll say this much on this link for cheaper. They're not making any money from it. They just are shopping for their own budget. And so they see someone else who has a product that costs higher on another app, and they're like telling all these people, you should just buy it from here because it's cheaper. It's because they wouldn't be good in sales, because they are shopping for their own budget. They're limiting themselves. And if we're going to be for real, the shops are not always the same shops, the same warehouses that each product comes out of. So if you're going to steer people in a different direction, you better have a product from that exact direction to make sure that it's legit and you're not steering thousands of people away from getting something that was legit from the right shop. However, that being said, I'm also a wheeler and a dealer. I love finding good wheels and I love looking for things. And so I can find the exact same products on other sites too. But convenience matters to the people with the right budget. And those are the people that I'm marketing to. I'm not marketing to somebody who's like always trying to find the best, you know, the cheapest thing. Because sometimes the cheapest thing isn't actually the best thing. I bought 3 of these and they all broke and stopped working. Well, did you buy them from the same like place? And also, do you have worse wear and tear on them than a normal person? How often are you using this product to the like fullest extent? Are you really wearing and tearing down the product so its lifespan isn't going to be doable for what you're using it for? People who are not being very like open and honest about their own, like they're just trying to block sales by saying that they, you know, this product doesn't work. I can't tell you how many times I've gone on with comments like that, because that stuff ticks me off. You try to call me out and say I'm lying, I'll comment right back with your comment on my video and show that you just didn't know how to work it. And so instead of realizing that, you're trying to tell everyone that this thing doesn't work. Well, you're just not doing it right, silly Billy. You have to learn. How many products have you thrown away in your life that worked perfectly, but you just didn't know because you didn't take the time to learn about it? That being said, when you're in sales, you're going to have people who are trying to shop for themselves, and so they think that things are outrageously priced, and so they try to defer people who are on your video to shop for that price. But at the end of the day, those people aren't going to buy your product anyway. People who get deferred from those comments weren't planning on buying your product anyway because they are not on the same budget that you're promoting the product for, and that's okay. But you're promoting the product for people who are wanting to pay for the convenience and pay for the security and the zero probability of it not being what they wanted. You know what I mean? Like, they know that they're going to get that product in the same shop and it's going to do exactly what you said it's going to do because you have a video of that exact product in that same shop, and that's called convenience, right? It's called convenience. And even in the wedding industry, when I'm selling myself as a wedding coordinator, I'm not selling myself to the lowest bidder. I don't want to work for people who can't afford me. You want to know why? It's the worst, because they are the worst clients to have, because they are the most unappreciative clients. And I say that with love. Actually, I don't take those clients. I give them to other people who find their value to be of the level of service that the people are willing to pay for. I am not that value. I'm higher than that value. And so you're going to get exactly what I say you're going to get, and it's going to be the exact experience that meets the exact expectations I tell you I'm going to have, and I'm going to do a flawless job. But if I allow people who can't afford me to want to have my services anyway, they end up wanting me to do way more than I said I could do, because they already feel like they're paying way more than they wanted to for me. Therefore, the expectations in their mind end up growing to they end up just becoming disappointed regardless, because they're already disappointed that they spent money on their budget for me. So I don't budget my wedding coordination services for people who can't afford me. I budget it for people who know exactly what they're getting when they get me. It's in their means. They budgeted for me. They're not stressed that they even paid for me to be there. So the aggression and the expectations don't change and manipulate because they were already upset that they spent money on me. They're happy to have me because they know their day's going to go smooth with me. Same thing with setup and cleanup and trash removal services from venues. I tell wedding people all the time, it's $500, yes, to not have to worry about cleaning up the floors, the trash, picking up the tables, and stacking up all of the chairs. That's something I don't offer as a wedding coordinator. I am one person. I offer hiring a crew for you that I would be in charge of to make sure that it gets done, but I can't do it. I am not a superhuman. I am only one person. And so I always tell my brides and my grooms that if it's in the budget, convenience at the end of the day does matter. People will pay for convenience, because if I were in charge of all of it, we would have to shut the wedding down by 8 p.m. latest, so I can get it all done in time by 11 p.m. by myself. That's why you hire a crew, versus what I am hired to do is clean up all of the decorations that you brought, make sure all of the vendors have all of their stuff out of here, make sure I clean up trash as I go, but I'm not taking all of your trash to the dumpster like all night. I can't do it. That's not part of my services. And that's what people who don't have the means to afford me expect me to do when I say I can't do it. And people who have the means to afford me have the means for me to either hire a cleaning crew to afford the convenience of it, or they pay for the convenience of the cleaning crew that's offered. So in sales, don't worry about the cost of services being too much for someone else, because it's not your budget. It's theirs, and they'll pay for it if it's within their budget, right?